Devo. So jumping into our series, we're going to start with our standard 3v3, and we're going to go from there. So Spaceman, early predictions, early thoughts. What are you feeling?
I mean, I'm a big fan of this guild roster. I think that the change for guild was needed, especially with how they performed last weekend. They had a pretty good run during the second European regional. On the other side for Wolves, I've been watching Rezi play since, I want to say, team was called like Last Resort, something like that. Only remember the logo because it looked a lot like Sixth Gear. And then he had a brief stint with Singularity in RLCSX. Great double tap, won't land. So Rezi's certainly had his time at the table, and I think that with the addition of Tadpole and Hyder, this is a very competent squad. Will they be able to take down a team of 3 in Guild? I don't think so. I think Guild is the better team in this matchup, but I am excited to see how this series plays out.
I think it's good insight overall. I think the primary thing with Guild, though, is they've shown that they can be beaten. I think that's kind of their issue. We talk about the consistency and the depth of Europe. Yeah. These teams like Wolves kind of just hover around in that spot where they're like the 16th to the 20 range, kind of the gatekeepers. Got to go through Guild to kind of break into the main event, but Wolves is also in that conversation at times. Guild is trying to do some more to separate themselves from those conversations, as they've been hitting the 9 to 12 range, which is really exciting. But again, a lot of things to be excited about on both these rosters, especially when we start going into 2s and even 1s, as both teams have a lot of prolific talent. But primarily going to be watching the 3v3 first minute and a half. Pretty straightforward as these guys kind of get into the form of a competitive series, as it is Dorito just underneath, going to lock. No, can't find the demo. Going to be corner boost deny and a lot of offense here from Guild. This one floats in the mid. A lot of time for Dorito. Takes his time, and they take the placement. CRR top left. Those are the ones you would think he put away, but just barely misses. Doesn't matter, though. Sustained offense, one after another. Good fake underneath. They can't find the back of the net. That should allow Wolves to break out.
I mean, if you're Wolves, you're breathing a sigh of relief with the fact that Guild picked their targets 3 times in that offensive push, and they weren't able to come away with a goal. So Wolves certainly have a chance now to go down the field on a counterattack, put up a point, shut down that quick touch. But here comes Dorito again, putting it threatening towards the net. We'll follow up on the second touch. Not quite on target enough. That's 2 times now. Uh-oh. Well, that was 2 times in a row. The Guild have moved upfield with something promising, but they just weren't able to capitalize. And on the other side, it's a conversion for Wolves. Great redirect and great touch.
This is where it comes back to bite Guild. I mentioned about how they are beatable. While they are the better team, I think arguably we've seen them dominate the field. It's very, very predictable. Also a little bit forced. A lot of those shots, like that last one from Devo where he just rockets it towards the back. If he plays backboard there or goes for the setup instead rather than the immediate pressure, they have the ability to not as commit as heavily. But at the same time, Wolves, I think they're happy to play this. Be a bit more passive. Let Guild kind of do their thing and then just hope for those opportunities where they do aggress a little bit too much forward. And it's just a doink. Goes the other way. They get punished for it. So Wolves in game 1, which is expected to go to Guild, has a 1-goal lead, 2 minutes in, and almost a second.
There are definitely times watching Guild where it seems like they feel that they have to make, whether it's a push offensively or they have to make the most out of their possession every time they have the ball. And that's not a bad thing necessarily, but it definitely tells me that they have yet to master the level of patience that comes with knowing when to strike versus when to put all of your momentum into a push-up field. Like, they're very much just about, we have boost, we have the ball, we have to score. And sometimes you don't have to.
Yeah, it's not even that. I think it just comes with, like you said, that composure, right? Like, they have all the pieces to be a very successful team. We've seen them get plenty of upset, just like we just saw in Regional 2. So, again, a lot of talent on the Guild roster, but again, you talk about that confidence, or as I mentioned, that composure that comes with, you know, we've been there, we've done that. Play as like you've been there, as Tadpole definitely has. A dunk on the top of the defense. Wolves gonna get a second.
Ooh, pick the pocket. I was gonna try to make a triple trouble pun, but I couldn't. So here we go. 2-0. Minutes ago.
At least you thought about doing it, you know?
Yeah, you know, I was like, it's possible. No, Probably wouldn't work.
It's like you're reading the script and it just says insert triple trouble joke, and then that's what you say instead of the actual joke.
That's actually good. Oh wow, off the crossbar. And again, another situation where a lot of pressure upfield, but when it comes time to hold strong on defense, you have Dorito falling through the corner. He doesn't make the best touch, gets beat completely on the ball, and at that point, everybody's just kind of faffing around, and you get smoked.
It's a tough one for Guild, but 40 seconds. Going to need to score relatively quick here.
Oh, no.
It's going to be Tadpole off the ceiling, seeing if he can get some triple trouble of his own. Put away a Hattie. As he already does. Why not one more? Good cut. All right, Hider. Want to play that one a little bit more inside, but it's a good challenge on the back wall by CRR, followed up by Dorito. As it's another dunk. Luckily, Devo in rotation. Able to play that one in the midfield and caught off yet again. Good spacing by the Wolves. And are going to probably leave this one scoreless on behalf of Guild.
Surprising. I'm surprised. Good musty. Oh my god, for the road. Oh. I'm actually surprised. I mean, like, there were moments, especially on passes downfield. Oh, sure, why not?
The road indeed, man.
There were moments downfield where Guild, like, set up a pass, and you're thinking, okay, like, they just didn't cut into the lane quick enough. They couldn't connect with one another. It's like all the pieces are there for Guild. Just sometimes on these pushes, they can't. I guess they can't, like, slow it down. Like, they're playing so fast that it seems that there are moments where they need to take a breath and just work through the play a little bit more. But that's all credit to Wolves. Like, Wolves completely dominated that game. That was one-sided from the first goal. So.
Yeah, it feels like Guild just basically beats themselves. They're like, hey, we got to play fast. We got to put on this urgency. We got to make sure we're putting shots in. And it's like, if you guys would just go for the sustain, if you guys would take some time to kind of sit a little bit back, let the play develop on its own, look for a bumper demo, but primarily your focus should be, let's sustain offense. Let's deny the boost. Let's find ways to make sure that we can continue this offense rather than we have to score right now. This redirect has to be perfect. I have to put this. And it's like a couple of those, like CRR, that is what you're looking for. You're looking for those types of opportunities where you can put that shot top left. Yes, you missed the shot, but if you aren't that overly aggressive, like we have to score right now, there's going to be someone in position to deny that midfield boost and put it right back in, and you can sustain those types of chances. So something that I feel like they're working towards, and by all means, they're still very solid. As we're going to be jumping into 2v2s here, I can assume it's going to be, like I said, that Spanish acquisition, CRR and Dorito working together. Although Devo, very talented. I don't think we're going to see him outside of threes, if I have to be 100% honest with myself. As for Wolves, I honestly don't know what they're going to field, which is kind of exciting. So overall, Guild, a lot of good things to take away, but primarily it is Wolves. Staying patient, waiting for the punish to happen, and then towards the tail end, you really started to see that confidence come through. You're talking at the very end, it was nothing but Wolves. So
yeah, Dorito
calling it right, Dorito and CRR against Hider and Rezi.
Oh, I'm big fans of these players. Every team we watch, I'm big fans of, but like Dorito and CRR, ever since we saw them consistently, just love their play style, love their aggression. Love their decision making, especially in tight moments. Oh, wow. That's a great touch. Good save, though. Wolves Esports trying to make a 2-0 run. Would have been the first times we really see that. And a recovery by Rezi leads way to the first goal.
Yeah, it's a beautiful play off that back wall. Just, again, redirect off the backboard and allows it to counterattack. Let's see if they can find some footing here. Obviously, we know the capabilities of some of these players. CRR, a lot of credit given to him and really turning around the personification of what was Guild when he got brought in towards the tail end. Obviously, they're trying to figure out what it was. There's also a lot of conversations that offseason of possibly bringing in Mark from BDS, but BDS not making that a cheap acquisition as a shot again. Almost did for Wolves. Flip reset from Rezi. He's going to get bumped from behind. A little bit extra power. Ends up hitting that backboard, but this kind of feels what we were talking about with Guild is, well, it doesn't feel forced. I mean, you see Wolves follow up, the ability to just kind of sustain that offense. As it's good change of pace by Rezi. Probably going to be who's fielding ones for the team. And if not him, I mean, Hider is absolutely cracked. So they've got some options. Lloyd chasing on the backboard. CR going to follow up Doritos. It's a good save and immediate follow up By Hyder. Awkward touch. Does not matter. Can Dorito come in and put it away? He's going to go for the double touch. Plays over the one, and it's a beautiful 50 by Hyder.
That's a great clear. They started double committing on a swing, which, granted, they didn't have a lot of exit points, but getting that clear downfield just buys time, which is really big. It allows for Hyder to do that. Not a lot of boost, though. Rezi should immediately meet this on the backboard. He will. Yep, and that is exactly why you keep Hyder on the ground. That's just good defense all around. Basically textbook right now from Wolves. They do a good job mitigating the pressure from Guild. Guild haven't had the cleanest possession. With that backflip, they might get a chance on the center. They do. Right back out to meet it. Again, textbook defense right now from Wolves.
Yeah, a lot cleaner from the Guild roster as well. It seems like they've really settled into the series with their duo. A lot of these shots, a lot of these chances do look really solidified, but it is that Wolves defense. Multiple saves last second. Trying to go the other way. Got to be careful with the dunk on the top side as it's a free jump by Dorito trying to cover the high ground. Does deny the midfield boost, gets a demo. Possibly looking for another one here as he sweeps through, trying to go underneath. Hyder again, beautiful spacing, makes himself look big, jumps up high. Need to be careful with the follow-up shot. There it is, but the recovery again. Guild in position, fake challenge. It's past one, now one-on-one. CRR, can he go over the top? Can he do it for his team? He can. The first goal for Guild in a while.
Ever. In this series. That is the only one.
That's why I said it's been a while.
I just wanted to make it more harsh. They've literally never scored in their lives until now.
Hey, man, that's a big moment. Oh, no. Okay.
I wonder if a player could ever make it to the RLCS if his team scored, but he just never did. He's got no goals. That's the next challenge for the content creators out there. Make it to the RLCS without scoring. I don't know. Don't ask. That's just
I was about to throw
nonsense.
some really big shade, but I held off.
Oh, this defense is
I
not
mean,
great.
real talk. If Gibbs would have made it into the RLCS in the OG season 1, if he didn't do casting, he would have 1,000% done that.
No score.
Also, that's something way more mean to say, but we're just
That's
gonna look past it. So. Hey man, when you're god tier goalie, you get to be known as the best player in the world on Reddit. It's fine.
See? Yeah, the unofficial world champion. Wow, what a redirect. Good save as well. I mean, Guild had a great shot, but better defense from Wolves. No dunk, denied. These one-on-one plays have really worked out for Wolves so far. About a minute to go. Some change. Bit of boost. Not much, though. Plays it low. Easily read. Wolves not afraid of anything at the moment, except for that shot and a better save again. My God. These dudes are insane.
A lot of it coming down to Hyder. You can see that one's played. He's going to put it away here. It's two credible saves on the back end by Hyder. His positioning, he's in a tough spot as CRR is going over the top. But again, a delayed challenge, a slow play. Able to cut off the top left corner and then the transition the other way. And you know when he's got possession with it on the hood. That's a beautiful flick. Top left. So Wolves trying to run away with this one. Next they go to ones, which I think they're actually favored in as well. Potential sweep as I jinx it, most likely.
Why would you say that? Oh, man. It's happening.
Yeah, but if I'm aware of it in caster cursing, does it neutralize? But now that I'm talking about neutralizing it, does it... And we just keep this forever cycle. So now it's just like...
There's a paradox.
Who knows? Yeah. Have you ever seen God, what's that show where they call it a
Yes.
temporal pair of socks? Cat bug? I forget what it's called. Cute show.
No, I have not.
I'll have to send it to you. It's up your alley. It's kind of like Adventure Time.
Oh, nice. That's a game. That's a game too. Well, I mean, I want to say that, like, congrats on the 2-1 win, but that was really defense for me. Like, that Wolves defense was just... That was on point. They saved everything that Guild threw at them. And I'm a fan of a lot of those sliding challenges and those diving saves. And Wolves didn't know they had it in them. Look at them go.
Hey man, you talk about the one's capability. Both players on that roster from Rezi and Hyder. I think Hyder's obviously been playing it a little bit more, so he's going to be the one that fields most likely in ones that is coming up next. But a lot of it is just, again, that positioning. He's back post, he's facing the right way, he's waiting for the ball to develop. CRR in the air is very dangerous. So is Dorito. So again, by just waiting for him to take that touch, is he going to go just straight for the air dribble, or is he going to go for the fake? Is he going to go for the flip reset? What is it? By staying on the ground, you give yourself so many more opportunities to make that choice. And as long as you're not completely standstill, you have some momentum going into the challenge. And he does that. He slowly creeps away. And then as soon as that play starts to develop, he goes up, he puts himself in the way, and it's beautiful saves. And he does that back to back. But what's impressive is the recovery that comes with the ones play, and then immediately transitioning that into a shot top left. It's like, not only are you making those clutch saves that, you know, Sean's appreciating, but you then also have the offense in the transition that comes with it as well. It's an immediate swing. So yeah, really impressive stuff from the defensive end of Wolves here. Going into ones though, man, this should be a fun one. CRR is absolutely insane, but so is Hyder. This should be a fun one.
I really thought that Guild might take ones in game 2 to kind of hit back on the equilibrium, but even then I thought that even in twos they had an advantage. So Wolves are, don't want to say they're playing with house money right now, but I mean they can't feel too pressured. You're up 2-0. You got ones in front of you. Worst case scenario, you go back to threes and you do what you did in game 1, which was basically dominated on both sides of the field. Big boards get bumped, goodbye. CRR gets Guild on the board first.
Yeah, it's really smart play on that back wall. It did look like Hyder was going to be able to sustain some of the offense. But CR's recovery does allow him to turn in and get that corner and then immediately apply pressure after that 50. With the recovery, it's that bump that he gets in front of the ball on to open up. So first 30 seconds, seen a lot already. CR going to slow this one down, see if he can take it around. As Hyder just trying to bait it out. Do you think that the boost pickup was almost there, but it's an unfortunate miss. Need to play that a little bit more to the right. CR just going to lob this one up high, and Hyder says, I'm not going to wait at all. Immediately challenges because it's in front of the net. Can he turn and put a shot? No, it's a fake. He ends up playing that low. It's a good 50.
Oh, he's got boost now. He can take his time with this one. We'll flip it right away. CR going to cut it down. Oh, that's annoying. CR was trying to get that boost for sure. Now you can't. Oh, please tell me you don't get beat. There's no way. Oh, what a play. No way. Oh, dude got exposed. Oh, no. His ankles are made of like
his boost is low, man.
Fennel. Oh, no.
It's just,
that's unfortunate.
You see Hyder's approach to that gameplay. The standard is, hey, I'm gonna sweep in, I'm gonna take a shot. Because the ball is gonna push over to that side, I'm gonna deny your corner boost, and then we're gonna keep doing this figure 8 dance over and over and over again. But CRR, my goodness,
dude,
the ability to just say, hey, you give me this little bit of space, I'm gonna take that mile. And then off the kickoff as well, a 3-goal lead here in under a minute and a half. And we talked about this a little bit ago, just last series. Still a lot of time. But the way that CRR has been playing so far, as long as it's not kickoff goals like that one.
Do you enjoy being a caster? Because it happens to me all the time. I'm like, oh, if this happens, and then it happens. Yeah, you know.
The only reason I like space the wording and stuff, cheat codes for everybody in chat. If you just delay what you say and add atmosphere, as we refer to it, you can just be right. But I saw that kickoff happen. I'm like, this could be a goal. Let me just pause.
You're a walking
between my words.
Great shot. That's throwback. Half the chat's gonna be like, what is that? Find a goal. Kickoff worked. Hyder will get the boost this time. And he gets taken away. CRR's decision making is nuts, especially like between some of the pacings where looking back to that third goal on the breakaway that he put through, you know, you're expecting a challenge to come through, and before you can even blink, he's already off to the races. Something that he excels at. Oh, we might see a chain dash. Won't come in. Full boost again, but Hyder hasn't done much with it. It's 2 times he's grabbed full tank, but can't convert it really to anything. It's the same shot 2 times in a row.
Yeah, just really hasn't been able to put a shot that's too threatening on target. It seems like he's just trying to whittle down the boost of CRR, but CRR's recoveries and aggression, and this one's just going to be an easy one, though. As CRR, talk about the aggression going up off this corner. I don't know how I feel about that one, but it's an even better read, actually, by Hyder. He would have had it, but Hyder recognizes that he's applying it, so he's like, yeah, let me just ceiling pinch it to get it past. Smart
time
play,
he doesn't
man.
have boost, he
Talk
scores.
about the chess match.
Just take the boost away from Hyder. Because every time he has it, he doesn't do anything. But when he doesn't have boost, he's got 2 goals. I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Look, he grabbed the corner again. He grabbed the corner boost. And what happened? He got scored on. Stop going for boost. Hyder, I'm telling you, if you have an empty tank, you're going to do better.
Oh, CR
What
just
is
big brains
happening?
it, man. He's like, yo, you watch this flick. Watch it. Well, just kidding. Goes underneath. Beautiful 50. As soon as they leave the ground.
Don't get boost. Don't get boost. Don't get boost. God. Now he's going to get scored on.
Oh, he scores just to shut you up.
Oh, come on, man. That's nonsense. That's passion, whatever.
Bang!
That's a good shot.
It is. You know how he did it? Full tank of boost.
Yeah, he put his car in front of the ball. Not
Yeah, but
gonna
he
say
put
it.
his car in front of the ball with the boost because he couldn't have been able to close. There's a lot of factors that boost does here, Spaceman. Heads up in the clouds, if not even further. Just saying. Ooh.
He just got burned again.
Is it because he had boost? He did deny that corner.
It has all the things the boost can do, except get you back on defense. I mean, it's a misflip. Granted, that's credit to CRR, but that's 2 times now in a close proximity where CRR.
I love how you're
like,
trying
okay,
to talk and throw shit at me, and you're just burning the heck out of Hyder instead. Poor guy.
Oh,
Free
no.
flip.
Oh, no.
Well, what was a
Shoulda
3-goal
had
lead
boost.
closed is back the other way.
I mean,
Good recognition by
luckily for
CR.
once, a minute 49 is like 15 minutes, so there is a lot of time. Big kickoff win. That's a big kickoff win. What? Oh. Come on, buddy. Come on, Hyder. Oh,
What a save!
Wow. He has no boost either. Got nothing.
That's the understanding that comes with ones is even if there's a low boost, it's more so the ability to apply pressure. Because as soon as you give freedom to someone who can bounce dribble or take shots like that from Hyder, that's when it gets dangerous. It was a good save by CRR, but after a certain point, only so much you can do.
He's playing Connect 4. He's hit every slot except like dead center. Yeah, no, we got this. We're fine. Why am I questioning CRR? What is wrong with me? Down on the ground? Beat? What? Wait, where is... Okay, here we go. I swear. Sometimes... I don't know what I'm talking about.
Man, we can't always win. It's all good.
I don't know where to go with this. Please help me.
Happens, man. It happens.
Thank you.
I just leave you out to dry. Be like, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, and just let it breathe. Oh, gotta be so
Just
mean.
quiet.
Yeah. Like you just hear like a couple of seconds later, true. Like
I mean, this is interesting. I keep
Yeah,
thinking
a little
that
bit
Hyder's
of
gonna overcommit on some of these touches, but he's been staying with it. Never mind.
yeah, it's been really impressive watching this back and forth, and the evolution of it has definitely been like CRR taking these beats. He's getting some space and some opportunities, but Hyder's been able to bounce right back. Again, I think he's recognizing, you talk about that difference, these quick challenges, making sure that CRR doesn't have space to punish. And by denying that boost, which he's been doing a good job of, when he does have the boost denies, the only difficulty is CRR is punished with the space that's being provided. Because Hyder feels confident. He's like, yeah, I've got all the boosts, everything's good. So, changing up a little bit here in the final 15, 20 seconds. Playing a bit more aggressive. CRR knows he's up by 1. He can delay this a little bit, but needs to make sure he closes the gap. He's going to do a good challenge there. As it plays into the corner. Boost in favor of Hyder, takes to the sky with the flip reset. Might be able to delay this one. He's going to drop it low, pop over the top, and CR can just follow that one away. That's great spacing by CR to clutch it up.
Yeah, Wolves made Hyder was making good adjustments near the end of the game. He wasn't giving CRR as much space to kind of cut through the lane and get on the outside of the ball, which basically at that point it's a one-on-one fast break. And It's credit to Hyder for realizing that, like, I can play close, but I don't have to be so aggressive. Like, I can fall back and just kind of track the ball and follow it. But CRR did a very nice job of establishing a lead, not getting comfortable enough with sitting in midfield, and the challenges were there. Like, that was closer than I think CRR wanted, but in the end, he had control of the game for the majority of it, and he was able to really pickpocket and choose how he wanted to dissect Hyder for most of that ones game. So now going to twos, I believe.
Nope, we're going back to 3v3. It sounds
back to
like
threes. You're right.
Yeah, I think they're going back to 3v3, and who knows, man?
I don't really know.
Last time we saw this, which was the first game of the series, was a lot of defense from Wolves, a lot of counterattacks. Curious if Guild feels a little bit more settling into this or not. Also, update for you guys on the other broadcast: Luminosity versus Juicers. Juicers is up 2-0 in the series, and they're now in their 1v1s match. It's Moxie versus Ixo. Take a guess at the scoreline.
7-1.
You looked it up. That doesn't count. It's actually 7-2.
Wait, is it actually 7-1?
Either way, it was 7-1 in favor of Moxie, and Luminosity's Ixo just scored. So they got a minute 36 left, and yeah, Juicer's trying to sweep Luminosity and send them into the lower bracket. Should be fun to see how that one evolved.
I'm gonna guess.
Back to the series at hand. We're back to threes. Wolves seeing if that defensive play style is going to work again, or if Guild can find the back of the net this time.
That wasn't even that bad of a ones loss. If you're looking from Hyder's perspective, like, yeah, you lose, but like it was close till the end. So going into threes, I'd be just as confident as I was being up 2-0. Like, Wolves should be feeling very, very confident going into this game. For Guild, it really was a question of execution. They were so quick to get upfield with the ball, and it almost felt like they were pressuring themselves to make the most out of every possession, that they got ahead of themselves, eventually did nothing. Maybe they'll slow it down.
Also curious to see on Wolves' scoring capabilities. Tadpole did score a hat trick in that first game, but now he's been sitting for two series, or the two individual games and the twos and the ones. So both him, Devo, back on the field. Curious on their involvement, as Devo so far has been pretty prevalent in the midfield. As a little bit of a delay does allow them to bring it back the other way, but expect play to bring it back for Rezi. Wasn't a high pop. Probably would have got dunked as there was a pre-jump from Guild. So decides to slow down, play it solo. Grabbing the midfield. Should allow Hyder to stay with this one, as it's a musty. Provides a little bit of elevation. Looks like it could have been over the top, but that's 2 commit on defense. And again, you'd like Hyder to pass that infield to Tadpole. He could probably slot that in.
I think that was miscommunication. I don't think that was a necessarily bad center or pass. It was just, one, a little bit too hard, but two, keep it on the ground at that point. You have so much pressure there. The double commit would have gotten boost regardless, so they would have been able to challenge in the air. Rezi gets bumped. Goodbye. Tadpole going to recover. Cut down quickly. Guild are high-fiving themselves right now. Been a lot of double commits on the defensive end from Guild.
I will say on the other side of things that I've liked from Guild so far is a little bit of bump play. When you got a team that's super defensive, it is rotational, but also makes you a bit more susceptible to getting bumped and demoed. So if they can find those on rotation, or if they do find a way to sustain offense, as Tadpole, I'm going to take it solo here. Play it near. But if they can find a way to open it up, Demo's a good way to do that, as it's a beautiful pre-jump by Hyder. He's able to make a save. That should have been a gold by Guild, but now nothing to show for it yet again.
Hold on here. You got one down in front. All pushed up for Wolves. Another powerful center. Actually, that's more of a pass. I'm trying to see what the approach is. Because they move up at 3 at a time, and then they just do isolated hits. Everybody else plays the midfield, and they get burned. Okay. Guild score first.
Big play by Devo here. No boost on the clear out. And just a flick followed in succession with Dorito. Dorito obviously can't get the angle, but it's still a good follow-up. And the biggest point of that is CRR not being afraid to move up into position to put a shot away. So that's a great secondary touch. And finally, Guild able to crack the code. And it's an own goal. What?
I need to see this again.
No, no,
Boom.
turn away. Turn away.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That did not
He
go
just
your
turns
way.
and puts a dime on it. What are you doing?
It was smoked that.
It was such a good shot.
They hit that one harder in their own net than they did in the entirety of the series.
No.
Oh,
Why?
It's all part of the plan.
Well, you know when I talked about the curse of going to 5 because it looked like it could have been a sweep. I feel
why
like the
would
players
you say
also heard it
that?
and they're like, no, 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 Lawler. No, 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 no. We're going to 5.
Oh my God, we're going 5. Oh, it's happening. Well, Tadpole gets beat, and there's nobody else around. Bye. That's unfortunate.
I mean, for Wolves, yeah.
I mean, the whole play,
Great for
the
Guild.
past minute has been unfortunate. Well, that's the speed that Guild have that we were criticizing earlier, rightfully so, because they weren't doing anything with that speed. But now, like, you get a free kickoff goal, then you get a big bump in a demo to clear the lane. You're up 3-0. Like, this is when the speed works. When they find those early goals and they can just keep this pressure, that's when Wolves start to panic.
Now the other side is kind of looking ahead, as it does look like Guild should probably be able to finish this one out. Knock on wood for them, but the decision goes back. Do they go 1s or 2s? Because 2s was really, really good from both sides. It really was. It's just the defense again from Hyder in particular that really shut it down. And then in 1s, you know,
Ooh,
CRR showed. Oh,
wow.
Oh, there's a follow up. Oh, he
Wow.
saves it again. What a play, CRR.
That's frustrating. Just to get something on the board would have been nice. I think you go back to 2s.
I mean, honestly, I think they're feeling it, man. It's going to be an interesting one that we're going to have to see how it develops, but this is the beauty of those crew battles, though. Spaceman is obviously we saw the back and forth, and now the losing team here. A potential chance for a reverse sweep for Guild. Excited to see what we see on the opposite end. Curious on what Wolves want to attempt. So that's kind of their counter pick, the ability to see how that one develops. But primarily, man, all these been relatively close. You're talking the 2v2 is what they're going back to. It was a 1-goal game. It was 2-1 in favor of Rezi and Hyder. So I do think with how CRR is playing right now, this could be a different story this time around. But again, you never know. You never know.
I think 2s is the right call, given the fact that just recency-wise, they won the last time they played 2s, and it gives you a chance to not have to put all of your eggs on one person and be like, hey, if you don't score immediately, we're in trouble in 1s. So 2s gives you a chance to like work through your progressions a little bit more as a team. But even then, I think Guild are just hot right now. They just have it figured out. I think Guild are going to be able to win this. So that's my prediction. That's where I'm at. We'll see.
Well, like we mentioned on the other side, we did have Juicer's 3-0 Luminosity, a little bit of shade in chat as well. That is pretty funny to see. And I quote, Juicer's going to be donating their winnings to Ixo's recovery.
Oh, no. That's messed up.
Going to be interesting to see how they bounce back in the lower bracket. But game at hand here. Guild and Wolves going up against each other in the 2v2. Dorito is 1. CRR is 2.
I like it.
And it's going to be Thing 2 that scores.
They like it as well. Maybe that's the change. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Look at him go. Wow, he just beats him right over the top.
Yeah, that's a good play. Obviously, the solo started off by Dorito, but it's that 50. Again, the feathering the boost, getting behind it a little bit, forcing that 50 to go low, just sets up for another player. So, well played. As a cut in and another one off of a demo. That respawn again, sweeping through. He gets bumped off the play as well. So aggressive from Guild.
Wow. That should be their motto as a team. So aggressive. Because, I mean, it's literally how they've played all day. And they've continued. Even off the kickoff. Flying upfield. There goes Dorito. There goes Dorito. Like, okay. It is 3-0.
You know, I think my favorite thing is, like, you know how they have, like, usually chants in chat where, like, spam this blank to do this thing. Yeah.
Yep.
There's literally a Dorito emote, so they're like, spam this Dorito to help out Dorito. I'm like, technically it rhymes, I guess. Like, not the most creative, but it'll get the job done.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, dude. Like, that's the Dorito we were waiting for. This is the combo that has frightened many children. Wait.
No, you're right. You're right. RLCS
Okay.
pros are like 15. You're right. Children.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of a child yourself too, but
Oh, very much
it's
so.
fine. Just old. Feels bad, man.
I've just molted much quicker than most kids.
I think it's my biggest appreciation with you, man, is not only do you have, like, the Zoomer humor, but, like, you also understand. You're like that weird,
That
like, bridging the gap.
dissociation. Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely get the whole, like, life is pain kind of thing. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I play a lot of Rocket League. That is ingrained in my bones. It is pain all the time. But now the voice chat's activated, you can enact that pain and share it with your friends when you play Rocket League.
Rocket League, free to play on all platforms. Jokes aside.
We're so good at our job.
Jokes aside, man, voice comms have been a
Amazing.
phenomenal addition. They actually have been fantastic. So, if you guys haven't got a chance to experience it, I do think we're going to see the general populace, like, elevate the gameplay, because a lot of the time it's just miscommunication. You know, not knowing where your teammate is or where they're going. So, pretty cool stuff all around. Team that doesn't have any issues with communication, obviously, Guild. Dorito CR linking up multiple times. As it's going to be off the ceiling, one touch, and CR is going to play it a little bit more defensively. It's a demo.
Dude,
Who does he defend against?
It's just one-on-ones.
Are they going to punish for this?
Like,
what a play!
for the most part, that's the danger, right? Like, if you're playing this constant one-on-one battle, it's great for pressure,
So
but it's bad for
unlucky.
counterattacks.
Oh,
He spawned right
gosh.
into it.
He spawned in, like, how do you prepare for a pass for a player that's not even there?
That's passion.
Shut up, Sean. Shut up.
He spawned. That's passion. Trying to give Wolves hope.
Unfortunate for Guild, but for Wolves, able to get back within two. Play this one straight ahead. Good 50. It forces an awkward play on the back end. Turning 50. Hyder still has it. It's flick over the top. He's going to force both players out of position and denies the boost in the corner, but no touch by Rezi. Goes back the other way. Soft touch into the midfield. Swings, gets two demos. Just has to turn on it. It's a goal and make it a third. On the respawn. Guild just bullying Wolves.
Spam 5 to help out 5. That's 3 demos. Oh my word. That's 2 demos to clear
Honestly,
the pitch and then an extra one.
It's probably,
That's nuts.
it's arguably the dumbest thing I've ever. Spam 5 to help 5. Like, oh my god. Chat, we appreciate you guys all being here. Thanks for picking the B stream, hanging out with
That's nuts.
us slowly losing our minds like we did last week.
How often do you
But
see
all
a
in good
triple
fun.
demo in 2s? Like, honestly, that's insane.
Well, the craziest thing too is he's just speed flipping to get down there, and a player is just like, "Oh, hey, I'm here, by the way."
That's so demoralizing for Wolves. Like, no matter, like, you literally just, you spawn in and you have to put your controller back down. And now you
What's
need
crazy to me is that
respond. Of all
Guild
the times
doesn't
you get
work
rolled.
that into, like, it doesn't feel like Guild works that into their threes playstyle as much as I think they could. Like, I think the players are both speedy enough and have the recovery to where they could easily go for kind of that +1 mentality where it's like, okay, I go for my crazy mechanical thing, and as I recover and get boost in the corner, I'm going to swing through and look for a demo. And it's something that when they do work it in against a team like Wolves too, that is very position heavy, very defensive at times, it could lead to some really exciting opportunities. So Guild, about 45 seconds trying to run away with this one. And you can see it in their twos play. Every single time that they do put a shot on target, that player immediately sweeps through and looks for a demo. Sometimes even 2, make it 3. But again, that's why everybody in chat's spamming 5. So gonna be Rezi off the ceiling, has a chance. It's a good 50.
Oh. You gotta score now.
Another shot on target.
If you want to get back in this game, you gotta score now. This could do
Should have
it.
scored like
With
20,
the ceiling.
30 seconds ago.
Ooh, what a punch. Man, they just can't find it. That's good defense. Well, that's going to do it. Guild had the hot hand. CRR and Dorito are absolutely cracked. They take game 5. My God. Is that the reverse sweep?
It is. It is indeed.
Wow.
Ready Guild, tough start and a little bit lackluster confidence, I would say, in the play. The slow start, and if it's betting up against Wolves, the defense able to hold out, and that one's game from CRR kind of turned the tables, and
Oh, man.
why not another one to go? 6-2 in favor of Guild, and the reverse sweep completed with a bang.
That's a good team. Wolves also a good team, but that reverse sweep stings if you're Wolves. That's tough. However, the aggression finally pays off. Physicality was great in the twos, and that was going to be the question mark was, do you think Guild can continue the dominance they had in ones? Can they roll that into a game 5 in twos? And yeah, Dorito just went demon mode and scored like 3 goals in 2 seconds. Like, okay, that's where we're at. So Guild finally get the aggression to work out. They get that overcommitment to actually pay off, and GG's. That was a good series.
Yeah, tough one there from the side of Wolves. They're going to be dropping into the lower bracket where they are going to have to play VK Sale and the boys on Aogiri. But for us, we're going to be taking a look at those lower bracket matches in a little bit. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, more Gamers Without Borders 2022 Rocket League action. See you in a few.